Hello there. In this tutorial I'm going to discuss about creation of an accepted domain in Exchange Server 2010. So we are in Microsoft Exchange on premises, and in the organization configuration, when you're gonna click on organization configuration, you would get the option called Hub Transport. In Hub Transport we got the option called accepted domains, and you can see by default accepted domain, there is already whatever the Exchange server you're using, it will be considered as the accepted domain by default. You can see their name. An accepted domain name is techengineertv.in. So we're going to create the new mail system, the new accepted domain, and you can see by default one remain the authoritative one, because this particular Exchange server is also storing the mail by default and not moving to any external location. Now for example, we have some system concern, and what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna receive accept mails, or we're gonna transport the mail to some other location, either through the Hub Transport or from the Edge Transport itself. It will keep on receiving the mail, but it will be according to the move, like that. For example, my name I have just given, so the name, because it's for the domain, whatever exchange it could be. So for example, if I say king.tad, this is the DNS I'm using. It's not original, it's not for the testing purpose only I'm using, not in the real environment. TAD domain is not available, but the just for the names accepted domain, I'm creating king.tad. Just change the mail, or for example the name is mail king. Now there's three options we have. Authoritative domain, if you want to store the mail from the as the authoritative domain itself, store the mails on this Exchange server itself. If for example you have a system concern, name as king.tad, wants to relay the mail through Hub Transport server to the internal location. For example, in the internal location we consider as internal relay domain, or if you have the external relay domain, and from the external itself, rather than processing internally to the external itself, you're gonna move this mail to external relay domain, you can do that as well. So it's totally two different cases: internal relay domain and external relay domain. If it's for, if this king.tad is your own group company, then you have to choose internal relay domain. And if it's external, for example outside company, and you don't wants to accept but don't wants to process the mail, and from the outside network itself you want to move out, then you can do that. Okay, so I've skipped this step. It took some time, some 15 seconds to be taken. So I just created the new accepted domain, and you can see it's an internal relay domain. The default thing is false because it's not the authoritative one. The system is not the one. It's for the other system, and once we get added, it will be changed. The default system will remain ourselves, the techengineertv.in, which is currently we are running. So hope you learned something about accepted